Hello and welcome to a brand spanking new Let's Play of Warhammer Geheimnisnacht. And we're running in version 2.43 of CK2 and version 0.7.5 of the mod. And we're gonna start a very new game. Right, custom game setup, there we go. Now, got a lot of requests for playing Chaos. So we'll be playing at least Chaos. I'm going to also get some requests for either playing Man or playing Beastmen. And, you know, I thought perhaps it's interesting to start with Beastmen. And the request was also to start up in the north, in the either northwest or in the northeast. So I've been looking at governments and, well, basically religions, races, all that kind of stuff. Cultures is, I think, the easiest way. We're looking, there are no Beastmen over here. There are none. Oh, there are some over here. Already checked this out, so. So yes, there is a war herd here. There are, I think, only 2 playable war herds currently here in the far northeast. And there's some here next to Bretonia. Now, in my experience, this bit becomes conquered quite quickly. So we're not going to play that, because that will shorten the series quite significantly. And I don't know of any other war herds in the game, to be brutally honest. There's a lot of tribal, there's some warband here, there's some highborn, there's some Sandici here, there's a lot of nomadic up here, a little bit more tribal, feudal, some urban feudalism, I don't know what it is. What's this called? Eternal Cold. Oh, there's some warband over here, which is just orcs. Okay. There's some merchant republics arising around. There is some, it's called Dwarvish Alliance. Normal feudal, the golden hierarchy. Ikta? I don't know how to... I think that's called Ikta. Anyway, so basically we gotta go to the war. And I think in this, it's called the Millix. There's only one leader here. Oh wait, there's... No, there is only one. Yes, so it will be Greyhide. Now, I believe that it has been disabled. Yes, there is no way you can create ruler design. It's not compatible with Warhammer Geheimnisnacht. So this is not a bug. Don't use ruler design. It will break the mod. It actually does break it quite a bit. So we'll be playing with this guy, and yeah, let's see how far we can get. Now, those who've seen my Orcish campaign might know that I started to detest at a certain point a simple mechanic of which well, you basically can challenge a ruler because they believe in the right of strength. The strongest will rule. If you can beat your ruler, you will rule the nation. And the AI likes to use this mechanic, so we need to ensure that our dynasty, foremost, is stable, and that it cannot. We don't lose the game because we don't have any heirs. I think that's the most important thing. I just saw a war herd right over there. Interesting location, since that is actually a location with a lot of smaller empires. But like I said, we're gonna start in the wastes here. Okay, we don't need this. Of course, I want a pure cannon experience. Nice war elephants. Okay, so, right, let's take a quick little look here. There was a war herd here, wasn't there? I swear to God, I saw a war herd. Alright, over there. So, average horns. Oh. Anyway, let's look at ourselves. So, right, so we've got big horns. This beastman has been blessed by the gods with an impressive pair of horns, which gives him a good and enviable standing within the herd. It gives me some personal combat skill, gives me some diplomacy, some leech stuff, basically because I'm really good at what I do. Anyway, we gotta take war, because I want the duelist, because it gives me more personal combat skill, which is gotta be very, something very decent to have. Now we are Craven, which is kind of shit. We're not that good just to begin with. We are a beastman. Martial, fertility. Okay, so we need to get married. That's interesting. Our wives are not beastmen. Chaos dwarves. That's interesting. Okay, so we'll look at that later. We'll pick an ambition. Win a war sounds like a good ambition to start with. There are some smaller nations around us. So yeah, we'll probably start kicking at them. So yeah, we cannot build anything. Interesting enough. I don't know how that's gonna work. I know that if we take over territory, we will slowly raid it down to become kind of nothing. And yeah, that's... I've read on the mechanics, it's very basic. So there's a clan system now. Interesting. Some factions, intrigue. Let's see, gather a beastman army, which requires war and some prestige. Handling slaves, preparing offerings. Which... increasing his renown and draw more warriors under your banner. Okay. Hearthstone. So probably there's a modifier within the Hearthstone that changes the way it works. Okay, that's good. A priest, a steward, a recruit a soldier, present a debutante, Kuras. We'll find her in my court. KH Uras. So yes, we can marry one of those. Go into hiding. That seems to be it. Right. Right. Let's marry. That's strange. Arrange betrothal. Okay, that's interesting. Court. There are some... You are a beastman. I a female. That's interesting. Is it like the orcs that I take a... Let's see. Let's see. Any culture? My culture? Married? No. Let's see. Gender? Women. So there are females, but why can I not marry them? You're not married. Arrange marriage. With myself. Okay, so... Let's see, what do we have? She's actually quite good. She has no diplomacy, but that's probably because of the Beastmen. Yes, it's -5. She's diligent though. I have a humble, charitable, and Midas touched. I like her, we'll take her. Alright, so arrange a marriage between her and me. I don't know why it does show as it is. As it does. So let's do the council position. The Chancellor. Whatever, Marshal. They hate me for some reason. Short reign. Average horns versus big horns. So yes, it's gotta be very difficult to maintain a empire. So there's no priest, so we'll hire one. Let's see, invite a priest to court. And we got ourselves a priest. Alright, so we'll build some zeal, some troops. Let's see, we've got some built legend, obviously construction, collect tribute. We'll build legend. There's more army, we'll scheme. That reminds me, we need to auto-enter plots. I know this is not, it's not the best thing to do. Let's see, we've got spread chaos. Send your herd to wreak havoc in a province, destroying anything that civilized life before deer, and increasing their prestige as a horde master. Gives some prestige. Unleash a herd in another province, but let them gore, destroy any sign of civilization, breed, and honor the gods. Despoil lands and suppress revolts. Alright, so we'll... It's interesting. I'll check that later. So improve diplomatic relations, improve clan sentiment, and sow dissent. We're gonna improve. We cannot. Well, you're useless for now. Do we want piety or prestige? Prestige gives us the opportunity to... So, war beasts... Our army consists of this. Okay, that is interesting. Let's see, we've got 100 war beasts, or 300 for only 75 more. So, okay. I'll give you my tip of the day. Don't buy those. Save for those. These are special beasts, which might be special units. Yes, so we've already got 200 of them. You're war beasts, are you? Yes. Okay. Looking at things, I want what? I want a mix, I think, with one of these with one of these. Let's see, I'm trying to calculate some stuff here, I'm sorry. I like heavy cavalry, so we want 500 of these with these numbers are off, which is annoying. 150, 175 is 325. One of these, one of these, one of these, one of these, I guess. 500, 111. We'll equalize it later. Okay, so we've got no heir to our dynasty. I think I should be able to get children. We should. Are Beastmen infertile? No, we actually have a lot heightened fertility, and we're lustful, so we've got a really high fertility. And my wife is fine. She's a warhead. Okay. Interesting. This will resolve itself, and we've got some honorary titles. We need some commanders. Let's see. You've got a personal combat skill, which is not useful in war. You are useful as a commander. How often? Your pay is shit. Okay. On the other hand, we don't make any money whatsoever. So you've got small horns, personal combat skill. You like me because you're game master. Why do you like me? You're content. I like content people. Good. Regent, we don't need one. Not for now. So we might actually die within the first minute of the game if somebody decides to challenge us. Our personal combat skill is 3. Actually, I can see that here. 7 in total. I need to get rid of Craven. You can do that probably through the war focus. Okay. So, right. First of all, we need more army. We have no prestige, I guess. What we do? But we don't have the manpower. Population growth. Well, let's see. What do you have? You've a larger army as me. Great. So do you. So we probably need to wait for a couple of months. Okay, let the games begin. Right. So, we can declare war for whatever willy-nilly reason we want, so we always have a war. Now, we've got the invade option. Let's see, rumors have reached you that distant land of Sylvania, a powerful vampire named Vlad from Carsten has summoned a massive army and dead to make one fragmented empire. Fine. Anyway, we've got multiple ways to declare war. We've got the invade, which basically means we just take over any territory that we can find. Good stuff. And we got migrate. Now, migrate is something special with it. If I read it correctly, we will migrate the entire herd towards his nation. That means the lands that we currently occupy will no longer become part of our nation and will be released to a person, somebody, probably a beastman. That's it. That's all we need to know. And yes, so if I want to, I can declare war for whatever reason I want. I think the big question here is, how do I get army as quickly as possible? So we don't generate any wealth, of course, because the only wealth that we gain is, I don't know what we gain wealth from. Where does it come from? Nomadic tax. Unused manpower and population. So we just want to raise our population as much as possible. Okay. Is there any way I can do that? Breed and honor the gods. Well, breeding seems to be a method of gaining more. Alright. My steward tells me that efforts increasing villages further and when people have made a great success. Small army zealots have converged. That means we got about 500 right now. And yeah, I think we should With 300 warbees, let's just pause real quick. I don't know what our combat skill technically is, but we've got a few light infantry, we've got some more special units. Seems to be awesome. Now, I don't know if my light infantry is actually human light infantry or not. So that's interesting. You, what do you have? Where's your army? Do you have got any money? No. Like that's actually an interesting thing to check real quick. Economy. So raiding is out of the question for now. I don't even know if I can raid. I assume I can raid. Makes sense, right? Yes, we can. Looting. I'm sorry. You have... According to this, no army. You've got no levy. That's not really any use for me now, is it? Your army is at least not at home. Let's move the horde and risk attacking you. I think we should be able. Oh, speaking of religion, I didn't talk about this that much, but we are attempt to remain chaos undivided. I don't think as I don't know how I could swap towards a certain lord because I've never played as a chaos undivided person, but merely as a either cornet or Slanesh, and I don't know if there's a fourth. I could check it real quick. So we've got Nurgle, Korn, Slanesh. Oh yeah, Siege. Right, I'm sorry. Now, oh well, I can just Siege is the changer of ways. Its shaper is the god of change, plots, intrigue, and sorcery. He is the most subtle of the dark gods, weaving schemes within schemes of a complexity beyond mortal comprehension. His followers are drawn to him in search of arcane knowledge and forbidden power. As the changer of ways, Siege is obsessed with mutation and accelerated evolution, and his followers are gifted with strange new bodies as a reward for their services, provided they survive the change. Siege is fundamentally opposed to Nurgle due to his endless attempts to twist and create rather than allow decay to run its course. I think it's important that we read all the gods. So, we've got Siege and we've got Slanesh. I think it's the god of magic. Slanesh is the prince of pleasure, embodying pleasure, decadence, pride, perfectionism, and creativity. Slanesh's followers live only to glorify their dark master through their ever-increasing displays of excess and vanity, taking part in feasts and orgies of legendary proportions, creating soul-achingly beautiful works of art, or pursuing some unreachable ideal in skill or aesthetics. This should not be taken for softness, however, as Slanesh enjoys blessing the faithful with the impossible gift of mind and body. Slanesh's inward focus, pride, and decadence make him the unconditional enemy of Khorne, which will be the next on the list. Khorne. Cornet. Khorne, the blood god, lord of skulls, is master of bloodshed, violence, and mindless destruction, and patron of warriors, murderers, and psychopaths. Every life taken in anger pleases Khorne, and the greater the challenge involved, the better. Khorne's champions become blood-soaked berserkers, festooned with skulls taken from their favorite conquest and trembling with barely suppressed rage at the universe. Khorne's hatred of Slanesh stems from his love of destroying all that is refined, leaving nothing for indulgence. And then we got Nurgle, which is the god of plague and disease and rot. Nurgle is the god of disease, pestilence, decay, and plague. Revolting in aspect, Nurgle is a darkly humorous god, taking a sick joy in inflicting as many afflictions upon the mortal world. His followers come to him initially to seek extended life or the power to resist sickness, but are soon corrupted in mind as well as body by his influence, taking the same perversive joy in spreading disease as their god does. Nurgle's miring decay and hopelessness makes them opposed to change. So that's God. And then we've got Chaos Undivided, which I'll kind of give a read of. The forces of chaos, often called the ruinous powers, the primordial annihilator, or the greater enemy, exist in a demonic realm beyond our own, ruled over by four powerful and terrifying gods: Gorn, the Blood God, Tzinch, the Changer of Ways, Slanesh, the Prince of Pleasure, and Nurgle, the Plague Lord. Many minor Chaos Gods may or may not exist, and the four go by many names and are worshipped in many guises. Chaos is naturally divided against itself, and the four gods war against each other incessantly, uniting only to plot the doom of the mortal world. Yet the four gods of chaos are often worshipped as one, be it a single being or a patron of multiple gods. Of all the followers of chaos, those who tread the path of chaos undivided worship chaos in its purest form, which will be us. So yes, I think that is all I can make of it, and I think that's a good introduction to this series. Oh, one quick thing, I forgot to mention at the start. I'm using some new audio software to change my audio quality of my voice. Let me know what you think of it. If you've got any tips, please let me know, because I'm still fiddling around with it, and I'm not an expert in audio. I kind of suck at it. So if you've got any tips on how to improve everything, please let me know. Or if you think it's great, let me know as well. And on that note, I want to thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Have a very good day. Bye-bye.